CIET NCERT presents audiobook Interactions, activity book on listening and speaking for classes 6 to 10.
Page 84.
Chapter 36 Outdoor Games.
Learning Outcomes. 1.
Learners will be able to listen for gist, specific information, and detail in the given text.
2.
Learners will be able to develop listening skills in the context of sports.
3.
Learners will be able to develop speaking skills in the context of sports.
Warm-up. A.
Work with your friend and complete the crossword given here. The puzzle is based on the number of players required in a team for various games. 1 is done for you, and that is in the down category, which is option 1, which is 11 to 18 as the cue, and which is an 8-letter word, football. Now, let us go back to the across section cues, which are from left to right. 3, across, is a 10-letter word, which signifies a game where 5 members make a team. The second letter of that word is already indicated. It is A. Then, in the across category, for 5, we have a cue, which is 9. That is, there are 9 players in this game, and the total number of letters in the word is 8. The last letter of this word is L. Then we have a slightly tougher chance with cue number 6, across, again from left to right, which is a 7-letter word signifying a game which has 11 members in a team. It's a popular game in India, so it should be easy for you to answer. In the down category, which is from top to down, we already have the answer for 1, which is football. But the second one, mysteriously, also is 11 to 16, and this is only a 6-letter word. Now the last cue is for a 7-letter word, and the cue itself is the word 7. Now we shall go to page 164 to see the appendix number 36.
Page 164.
Now let us look at the answers in the warm-up section of chapter 36. In the across category, from left to right, basketball has 5 players on each team. Baseball has 9 players in each team. And cricket, as you would have already guessed, has 11 players on a team. If you look at the answers in the down category, football was already given to us. So what is the game which has 11 to 16 players? That's hockey, the national game of India. And the last one is kabaddi, also a sport which is related to India's success in the Olympics. Listening text. Kabaddi is a combative sport with 7 players on each side, played for a period of 40 minutes with a break of 5 minutes. 20, 5, 20. The core idea of the game is to score points by raiding into the opponent's court and touching as many defense players as possible without getting caught, and repeating the word kabaddi in a single breath. One player from the raiding team, chanting kabaddi, 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 charges into the opponent's court and tries to touch the closest opponent, while the 7 opponents try to catch the raider.
Page 165.
Kabaddi, a match of 1 against 7, is also known as the game of struggle. The players on the defensive side are called antis, while those of the offensive are called raiders. An attack in kabaddi is known as a raid. The antis touched by the raider during the attack are declared out if they fail to catch the raider before the person returns to one's home court. The players of a team get a dan only when the team scores a point against the opponents during their raiding turn, or if the remaining players succeed in catching the opponent's raider. The origin of the game dates back to prehistoric times, played in different forms. The modern Kabaddi game is played all over India and in some parts of South Asia. The first known framework of rules for Kabaddi as an indigenous sport of India was prepared in Maharashtra in the year 1921. A committee was constituted in the year 1923, which amended the rules framed in 1921. The amended rules were brought into practice during the All India Kabaddi tournament held in 1923. The Asian Amateur Kabaddi Federation, AAKF, was formed in the year 1978. The first Asian Kabaddi Championship was held in 1980 and was included as a demonstration game in the 9th Asian Games, New Delhi, in the year 1982. It was included in the South Asian Federation Games, SAF, in the year 1984 in Dhaka, in Bangladesh. Kabaddi was included as a regular sport in the 11th Beijing Asian Games. The International Kabaddi Federation, IKF, was formed during the first Kabaddi World Cup held in 2004 in Mumbai, India. India won the first World Cup by beating Iran in the finals. The first Asian Women Championship was held in Hyderabad in 2005 and India won the gold medal. Women Kabaddi was included for the first time in the South Asian Games held in Colombo, Sri Lanka in 2006. The second World Cup was held at Panvel in India in 2007. Now we shall return to page 85, chapter 36, Outdoor Games.
Page 85. B.
Work in pairs and unscramble the names of some of the indoor games played in our country.
1,
UDOL,
2,
KASNSE, and RAELDDS,
3,
BRACBELS,
4,
OBOK, ERITCCK,
5,
TCHCA, ETH, HEIFT,
6,
KAAKD, BKKAAD.
Activity 1. Listening. A.
Listen to a radio documentary on Kabaddi. Correct the statements given below.
1,
Kabaddi is also known as the game of escape.
2,
The game is played with 11 players in each team.
3,
The defensive side is called the raider and the offensive side is called the antes.
4,
The first framework of rules for Kabaddi was prepared in Bihar in 1947.
5,
The first Asian Kabaddi Championship was held in 1969.
Page 86. B.
Listen to the documentary again. Work in pairs and answer the following questions.
1,
How is the team for Kabaddi formed? Elaborate.
2,
How is the game played?
3,
In what manner has India contributed in making the game popular at the national level?
4,
To what extent have countries come together to make Kabaddi an international sport? Elaborate.
Activity 2. Speaking. A.
Work in groups of 4 and make a 3-minute presentation on any one indoor game played in India. Ensure that your presentation contains all information required to play the game. Share your presentation with the class. Allow time for questions and discussion.
B.
Work in groups of 4 and create an interesting indoor game. For this, you will have to
1.
devise rules for the game,
2.
design a format for the game,
3.
provide information, for example, number of players and items that are needed for the game.
C.
Exchange the game created by your group with the other group. Play the game created by the other group. Chapter 36, Outdoor Games, ends here.
Activity book on listening and speaking for classes 6 to 10. You were just listening to this audiobook. Read by Akash and Dr. Anandana Kapoor. Recorded by Bati Langlingdo and Vikas Sangwan. Production assistants Tanu Gupta. Directed and produced by Vandana Arimardan. This audiobook is presented to you by CIET NCERT, New Delhi, India.